Scp-009, Item Number Scp-009, Object Class Euclid, Special Containment Procedures. Subject is to be contained within a sealed storage tank of a heat-resistant alloy with dimensions no less than 14 meters cubed. Under no circumstances should SCP-009 be exposed to temperatures in excess of 0 Celsius when not undergoing testing, and no mundane liquids in a solid state, especially frozen water, shall be allowed within 30 meters of subject's containment area. Subject chamber is to be fitted with temperature sensors that shall be monitored at all times, and is to have kept refrigerated by no more than 3 redundant cooling units. By any malfunction of sensors or coolant systems is to be reported and repaired immediately. If at any time the temperature in the containment area climbs above -5 Celsius, the chamber is to be locked down immediately and flooded with coolant until the temperature has been brought down to between -30 Celsius and -25 Celsius. Atmosphere must be evacuated from containment area when personnel are present within, and any water vapor must be filtered and kept in the same conditions as detailed herein for no fewer than 24 hours. Any vapor displaying properties of SCP-009 is to be quarantined and added to the containment area as soon as possible. All personnel interacting with or observing the subject must wear full environmental protection suits. All personnel leaving the containment chamber must undergo dehydration of all gear, research materials, and other objects contacting SCP-009's chamber. If contamination is discovered, no material or personnel shall be permitted to exit, and a Level 2 lockdown of the containment area shall commence. Lethal force is authorized in cases of dire need, but all security forces are strongly advised to remain as far away from their targets as possible to minimize the chance of contact with fluids contaminated by SCP-009. Description: SCP-009 is approximately 30,700 liters of a substance which exhibits a unique number of unique properties. While small amounts of the substance, in all phases, are colorless as mundane water, and mass it takes on a distinct deep red hue. Its most notable property, however, is that SCP-009's reaction to temperature extremes is exactly opposite of that of standard H2O. Subject assumes a liquid phase at temperatures between -100 Celsius and 0 Celsius, and converts to a solid state above those temperatures. At temperatures below -100 Celsius, SCP vaporizes into a gaseous phase similar to steam, although it retains its red coloration when put under high pressure. Examinations of the atomic structure of SCP-009 has proved inconclusive. Tests indicate that the subject is composed of the same combination of hydrogen and oxygen as normal water, leaving researchers to speculate that the source of the subject's abnormalities may have the atoms themselves. Dr. Blank has suggested that the subject may have originated in or been altered by another reality in which the laws of physics are inverted. This theory may have some merit in the light of SCP-009's marked ability to assimilate natural water into its mass. If placed in physical contact with any aqueous solution, be it ice, salt water, or water vapor and air, SCP will spread and contaminate any H2O inside the solution, causing it to exhibit the subject's properties. Though this capacity is present in all phases, it should be observed to progress most slowly and thus be most containable in liquid phase. If the subject comes into contact with any biological source of heat, it begins to run away reaction, which the living organism's body fluids are rapidly converted to Scp-009 and promptly frozen in their own body heat. Because of the generally high core temperatures, mammals are partially susceptible. Because Scp-009 produces heat while freezing at the same rate mundane ice consumes heat while melting, the process is self-perpetuating until all available moisture is converted, or until it is halted by external interference. Experiments on Class D personnel have illustrated the same conversion by subject, which has been condensed down to the series of steps. 1. Initial exposure. Subject is exposed to Scp-009 and it begins converting any water present on the exposed surface, usually skin, to exhibit its properties. Presence of mist, fog, or snow, or other solid or vaporous water greatly accelerates this process. Surface conversation. A thin layer of frost forms in the exposed area as body heat and heat produced by Scp-009 raise its temperature above freezing. Progression to this step can take anywhere from 5 minutes to 1 hour, depending on the victim's body temperature. At this stage, freezing has begun progressing through the initial layers of the epidermis and soon reaches live cells. Deep tissue conversation. Exponential increase in temperature of Scp-009 increases expansion of ice crystals throughout the victim's body, resulting in widespread formation of internal cell structure. Actual blood loss is minimal at stage due to crystals filling up the puncture wounds, and allowing subjects to remain alive and conscious for up to blank hours. 4. Data expunged. 5. Death, multiple organ failure, and exsanguination via systematic crystallization. Testing on D-class personnel was discontinued as of 4/23/20 blank. Adenium, circumstances of retrieval. Subject was found in blank, Alaska on the date of 11/05/19 blank. The Foundation became involved after reports were obtained of the native blank tribe, who came across the mangled bodies of a team of seal hunters that apparently had been shipwrecked blank kilometers from the village. All victims were encased in red ice. Cause of death recorded as internal bleeding on victims whose features were significantly intact. Expressions of apparent and intense pain were observed. It is surmised that the low ambient temperatures of the area retarded the freezing process. This prolonged the total conversion by blank hours, and allowed the victims to remain conscious until data expunged. Adenium 12/16/2000 blank. Supercooling of Scp-009 for the purposes of experimentation is disallowed until further notice. Personnel are advised that liquid nitrogen is only to be used on subject in controlled amounts, and only until temperatures have reached acceptable levels. Related note: possible application of Scp-009 in cold fusion research pending evaluation.